I believe I have found the spiciest and hottest Hearthstone deck within Whizbangs Workshop, and this deck gives you ample opportunities to practice your combos a lot. Dare I say, by the end of this video, your jaw might be hurting a little bit. But all jokes aside, this is probably one of my favorite decks that has emerged in the meta since Whizbangs Workshop mini set has been released onto the meta. And if you guys have been checking out the streams recently, you know that I'm not really a big fan of a lot of these archetypes that are, emerging recently. There's this new Druid deck, which was kind of fun at first, but after a couple of games of going up against it, it's really not all too fun. And I really do believe we're just in this situation within the meta to where nothing is really going to save it. Nothing is really going to make things spicy. So we might as well just try to explore all the fun archetypes possible. And before that, I need to talk about the TUAH thing, because if you guys are not familiar with...
Give him that TUAH and spit on that thing.
I literally decided to re-record this intro. Number one, because I thought the intro wasn't that good. But number two, because I had to fit this meme in here. But now that we're done talking about this meme, let's go ahead and introduce you guys to what I think is the coolest archetype to be playing right now. Jack Attack Control Mining Mage. There's a lot to talk about with this deck. There's a lot of different card inclusions to think about. And there's actually a couple of different lists we're going to look at to give you guys a wide scope of how exactly to analyze this deck and how to exactly look at it when you are evaluating it, because this is definitely a weird archetype that you're not going to have the greatest win rate with. And a couple of days ago, I posted my 16-12 record, and as of recording this video, I am sitting at a 22-18 record over 40 games, primarily being favored against Rogues and Warlock, which has by far been the most popular classes we're seeing in Legend right now. Rogue, Warlock, Demon Hunter, Druid, these are all the most popular classes you're going to be seeing on the ladder because they all do one thing very effectively: scam the game. And this is just not one of those types of decks. If you are somebody that is wanting, a more, fair control deck that actually fights for the board, not only with its spells, but with its minions, this is going to be the deck you want to play right now, because this is the ultimate quote-unquote Hearthstone experience where almost every single one of your decisions is important. There is a lot of random that is available in this deck, but how you utilize the random is the most important skill with this deck. And we're going to talk all about that after we talk about its placement on the ladder and the meta, because Mage is not really doing so hot right now. It is sitting at a 45% win rate on the ladder, which in all honesty, about a 10% difference between all the classes is honestly a really good thing. Kind of hard to achieve in today's meta, but in all honesty, this power difference becomes so much more massive at Legend to where it's good that this is, the differential is like this, but in Legend, it just is not indicative of these numbers and makes it harder to believe them at times. But data is data. It's all about how you interpret it. And when you check at the last 7 days at Diamond through Legend, Mining Mage does not maintain a 50% win rate. So all the data clearly says that this deck is actually bad. But trust me, this deck is fun. It takes a little bit of finesse, and we'll talk about how we get better at the deck after we talk about the meta analyses. But yeah, our list is currently sitting right here, I believe, with the 1 copy of Reverb and the 2 copies of the Rat sitting at about a 44% win rate over 490 games. There's another deck that has been popularized by TUAH that runs Card Graders as well as Mezzadune the Fractured. Mezzadune is really good with Sleet Skater, which can gain you a lot of armor, and with Mezzadune in particular, it splits the elemental in half, so when you split a miniature card, you essentially get 4 cards instead of just 2, 4 total procs and all of that. And that was the main idea behind this deck when it first arrived, was that you just want to get as many skaters as possible in order to stop those giants from hitting you in the face and potentially gaining anywhere from like 16, 32, freaking 48 armor. There's a lot of armor that can be gained from these Sleet Skaters. But as you go higher onto the ladder, Diamond 4 through 1, Mining Mage, the TUAH version does reign supreme with Card Graders and Skater being on top, while the TUAH version does not seem to arrive. But there's this really weird Orb deck that I would not recommend. This deck is probably a little bit too much, too much heavy cards that don't really do anything. I'm not really sure why Orb is in the deck outside of trying to make this Sunset Volley happen, but this is just way too many things that are not good in the deck. But when you look at Legend, it falls off completely, and when you look at top 1000 Legend, the only Mage deck that people are having success with or even experimenting with is just going to be Spell Mage. Now, Donkey Donkey kind of paints a little bit of a different picture, because the very first deck you're gonna see is Mining Mage, and it is again that tic-tac deck that runs the Mezzadune as well as the card graders. But I really like Dirty Rats in this deck, and again, we'll talk about the exact build here in a minute. But you know, the meta isn't exactly kind towards Excavate Mage. You know, barely 0.8% popularity, still about 9,000 games, which really is a lot, but barely a 46% win rate as we are trekking through Diamond through Legend. And as we continue to go higher in the ranks, our win rate gets even worse. Excavate Mage being second to only the Splendiferous Whizbang in terms of win rate, with a 41% win rate in Legend. In top 10k, it falls to the worst deck that becomes popular, and then it just absolutely falls off in top 1000 Legend. But trust me, there's a reason why I'm building up this deck, okay? It is actually favored into Rogue, Death Knight, and to a lesser extent is good into Warlock, as long as you don't go up against a lot of Insanity Warlocks. I would argue that's your worst matchup. But Pain Warlock is 100% doable as a clutchable matchup. But now that we've looked at the stats, let's finally look at Jack Attack Control Mage, and let's talk about what exactly this deck is trying to do, because I already know the first question everyone's gonna ask me. Clark HELLSCREAM, how does this win a game of Hearthstone? How does this possibly win a game of Hearthstone? Isn't Sif just infinitely better in every single way because it actually kills our opponent? Well, gamer, in some cases, you're definitely right. Sif is a great card in order to end the game, but as of right now, this deck does not really have a lot of rainbow tools, because it is all focused on trying to make the Azure Knight Hawk playable within the Excavate packages in Mage, because this has been by far been the worst Excavate reward that people have been talking about for the longest time, only second to the Murloc, but the Murloc was added after the Hawk, so the Hawk gets a lot of unnecessary hate, I guess, and that's why we are going to teach you how to play this deck, because trust me, the 1 mana Titan absolutely goes hard. And just to kind of sell you guys on the Titans that are available, I mean, you have Yogg. Yogg is fantastic for stealing minions. You have Primus, which can, manipulate your HP, maybe find you like a clutch AoE depending on the situation that you're in. Argus for discounts and sometimes, rush in a pinch. ENR, I don't think I need to explain why ENR is good, and 1 mana ENR is definitely fantastic. Agrimar is not exactly the greatest, but every now and again you might be able to pressure with like a 5-attack weapon. Norganon, one of the worst ones in all honesty, but sometimes 5 damage can be clutch, and maybe making your opponent's cards have attacks on them can be a way of preventing removal for a turn. Amatis is pretty good for defensiveness, but honestly this is not a good one to have unless you already have a board, or unless you need to set the attack and the health of all minions to 2 for a clear. That could also be very good. Amanthul, obviously very good for its strike from history effect by completely removing minions. Voltron, one of the worst ones, but elusive can sometimes be good. 8 damage can sometimes be good, and drawing 2 cards can sometimes be good. Not the best one, but still playable. Golganeth, healing, AoE. Sarg, fantastic. And Khazgar is probably for sure the worst, because you don't really have a weapon to draw, and it just attacking a minion, not really, exciting to any degree. But those are all the Titans, and, the 1 mana Titan really can go a distance depending on what matchup you have and what exactly you're trying to build up. So now that we've talked about that, let's actually look at the list here. Let's see what you want to mulligan with and how exactly you want to play this deck, because trust me, this deck takes a lot of learning and a lot of screwing up at first, because one important skill that you have to master is the skill of random. And what more random card to point this out than with Puzzle Master Khadgar, which is a card you want to mulligan for, by the way. That's right, you want to mulligan for this card because your goal is to play Khadgar as quickly as possible, so that way the Wisdom Ball can just give you extra bits of value. Sometimes it'll cast a Blizzard, sometimes it'll cast a Fireball, killing a minion. Sometimes it'll cast a Flame Strike, which is absolutely clutch, but then every now and again, it'll cast a Mirror Image. Yeah, Mirror Image. But that is how you are able to manipulate Khadgar in the best possible fashion. And one thing to bring up with this card is that they recently improved his AI. It's still kind of bad at times, but there are a few situations where if your opponent does have 6 HP, Khadgar will find the lethal, but it is not anywhere close to like Zephyr's AI capabilities. This card is still very stupid and sometimes might cost you the game, but just be aware that the AI has technically been improved. But now that we've talked talked about that, how exactly do we win a game? Because I was talking about how this is control mage, and we can control the game with our random cards as well as our minions. But as I was saying with random cards like Void Scripture, Primordial Glyph, even like your Reliquary Researcher, Infinitize the Maxitude, and to an extent your mining cards themselves, they are all random cards that will find you random resources. And the way that you are going to like kind of juggle these options and pick the best one is that you have to tiptoe on this line of controlling your opponent by denying them to the best of your ability while raising up your own win condition. Obviously, your win condition is going to be dependent on how quickly you can excavate your cards and how effectively you can keep yourself alive, to where there are essentially 3 different win conditions that you have to follow. The mining win condition, the armor win condition, and then the random win condition. I believe those are the best 3 ways of explaining how you're going to win most of your games with this deck, to where you can either control with a bunch of armor with like, artificers, keeping, those aggro decks at bay by removing them with, random spells while gaining a bunch of armor in the process. And if they play a big minion, Sleet Skater on that big minion is the easiest way of, bullying like giant decks, for example, like Pain Warlock. It's a little bit different when they have like multiple giants on the field, but if there's just like one 8/8, for example, then you can just keep spamming, the Sleet Skaters on that 8/8 to potentially gain 32 armor, and you are definitely going to be, prolonging the game, giving yourself essentially an extra life of health to get through. And kind of like what I was saying earlier, Mezzadune was a card that people were running in order to duplicate this card, and some people still are. But the reason why I personally don't like this card is because we're adding a patches effect into our deck. And the very first time that I tried this, I drew both Sleet Skaters and then drew the Mezzadune, and it was just the worst experience ever. So you could somehow fit a way to make this card work, but I personally just wouldn't go there because I like this list a lot, and I do not want to change a single card. But now that we've talked about the armor win condition, and we talked a little bit about the mining win condition, let's talk about the random win condition. Again, there's a lot of random win conditions that you have to toss up with cards like Infinitize, Primordial Glyph, Void Scripture, and even to an extent, Marin. Marin is a great random card because Wondrous Wand can give you a 0 mana Unkillziak, 0 mana Yogg, 0 mana, Blast Mage, for example. There's a lot of really good cards to throw out just for tempo, even if you're just throwing out a bunch of minions onto the field, because the way that you win with this deck is by utilizing your minions for value trades, having them stick, and since you are the control deck, hopefully going up against, like an aggro deck or something like that, if you stick a board, it is hopefully going to stay, and then you can use those minions to either trade again for even more value, or sometimes pushing face in order to give you those very, possible lethals that this deck can sometimes generate. There's some really hilarious things that happen with this deck where it's like, wait a minute, you are so focused on controlling the game, but I just have lethal. Let's just kill him. We could just finally turn on the kill button. And with cards like, Blast Mage Miner potentially dealing up to like, 10 damage at times, you can very realistically find some interesting lethals. But the random, you have to be able to juggle that, because there are some times, and you'll see this in the clip coming up ahead, I believe, there are some times where you just got to put all of your hope within the Hawk, hope that it gives you exactly the card that you're gonna need, because there are some situations where you need to just YOLO for the Titan, because the way you have to think about it is that if I don't get the Titan right here, right now, if I go for a different play, what card would keep me alive or would keep me going into the next couple of turns? That's how you have to evaluate things, to where it's like, if the only answer to win the game is to roll a random sword because you absolutely need, that swing in tempo, then those are the decisions that you have to make when you're playing your random cards. Now, granted, it is a 1 in 11, but if a 1 in 11 is the best chance you have of winning the game, you have to be able to realize that in order to play a deck like this. Otherwise, the times you go for Void Scripture may not be that good. The times you go for Primordial Glyph may not be that effective. This really is a deck that forces you to understand your win condition and to play this deck perfectly, because you will lose games if you do not do this. I do apologize for the longer than usual intro, but this is just one of those decks to where I have to try and explain as much as I can, because I don't want you guys to be baited by this deck. If you're low on dust, don't craft it. Just don't do it. If you want to play this deck though, and you want to have some fun, and you want the randomness to, kind of take over and, guide you, then I would say try out this deck, because it's a lot of fun. It takes a little bit of finesse though in order to understand, the challenges and the differences between your random. You really got to understand how to manipulate the random to the best of your ability. But if you're somebody that is wanting a really fun Hearthstone deck, this is probably my favorite deck to be playing right now, and probably will stay my favorite until we get some new cards, because let's be honest, I'm sick of Whizbangs Workshop. I need a vacation. I need to go to Perils of Paradise right now. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out the Patreon, blah, 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 blah. 10% off of Into the AM products with intotheam.com/ClarkHS10. Almost fell apart there, but we're just gonna keep going. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck intro. Make sure to check out all the gameplay clips because this deck is really, really freaking awesome. And we'll see you for the next deck guide video, maybe fun video. That's what I'm working on, a fun video. Check that out. It'll be coming soon. Immediately gave up on that. I deleted it from my collection. It was so bad. Oh my lord. Can't even make a video about it. Maybe we'll return to it. But now we're on the third deck, which might also be another bait deck. But it is a deck called Jack Attack Mage, because famous Hearthstone player Jack Attack is responsible for it. I don't know how this is supposed to win, but I guess we're gonna find out. We'll keep the green cards. We'll see if we can't win with our green cards. All right, pretty standard hand, I guess. This is not that bad against a rogue, right? Yo, as a associate. Sorry, that's just associate. Good to have you here, man. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the tier 1 for that support with your subscription. Yeah? Thank you for that love. Whatever beats Warlocks is my kind of deck. Honestly, this deck could beat Warlock if you're talking about Pain Warlock. I feel like that's the reason why this deck is getting good stats, is because it might beat Warlock. But yeah, if you guys are still here from the raid, I'm Clark HELLSCREAM. I try to play fun decks. I try to play the cooler decks that maybe you haven't seen before. And I've actually got a video on YouTube that goes into 25 different decks in this metagame. So if you don't like the meta, maybe you should watch the video and you might find a deck that you don't know about. A deck that might get you to play more Hearthstone. All right, I'm gonna kill the Velorok. That's right, Velorok is dying tonight. It is dead. Go on, play Velorok. Play him. Do it. No! No! What are you doing? What are you? No! 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 That's not what you're supposed to do. Wait, what? 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 Then I'll do nothing. What? I'm so confused. Why would you just not play the minion immediately? Why would you immediately dagger? I'm thinking one of 3 things. 1, this guy might be new to Rogue. 2, they misclicked the weapon. Or 3, they're sniping right now. Okay, sure. All right, Khadgar, prove that you're not dumb anymore. You know, that's actually not a bad secret. I've seen your gameplay from Trollden and other similar channels, but never checked in on Twitch. Glad Mr. Kibler led me here. Yeah, Kibler, thank you again for the raid, man. It's crazy. Like, I've been making content for 5 years. Like, think about that for a second. I've actually been making content for like more than 5 years now. I can't believe it either, man. Oh no! Wait a minute, do you have prep into wand? This is not the first time this has happened to me, and it's not gonna be the last time. Oh, wait a minute! It's not even prep! Oh, love of Oh! Oh! Oh, dear God! Oh, my God! Oh! Yeah, it explains all the Lambos in my studio apartment that I'm living in right now. Yeah, the successful streamer. I'm a successful streamer, but I'm not a successful landowner or a successful homeowner. I guess you gotta pick and choose your battles. All right, well, this deals 3. We could just freeze a bunch of stuff. Okay, so this will go to a 4. We could play a shadow card and a freeze card, and then it'll go to 5. So we just need to survive this turn. Wait a minute, heat wave? This makes it easier for this for the wisdom ball to maybe high roll. Blizzard? Fireball, the 4/3? Khadgar. I thought they said that they made you smarter. I think I've been lied to. I think I might have been a little lied to. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. That actually seems like a bit of a waste of a Sonya. Yeah, thanks, Khadgar. Really cool. I hope you do it again. Okay, this is kind of a problem. Do I ever just believe in the wisdom ball? Yo, Hargonery, thank you for the posture check. Khadgar reminds me of Timmy from South Park. Why? Timmy's awesome. Khadgar's not awesome. The mech deals with the board, but he literally just shadow stepped to Sonya, and he also brought back his Zilliax. So it's like, I feel like I just have to throw it because there's just no other turn that is meaningful here. So it's just that. I mean, I guess it could be Dirty Rat into Creation. Wait a minute. Yeah, Rat into AoE. Okay, Rat actually does make me change my idea here. And we pulled the Sonya. Get him out of here. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now I can play my Marin. I honestly just wanted to jam the Marin on 7, and I wanted a reason to do it. Okay, this rogue actually might be running out of options now. I'd like it if they cut down the weapon charges and made it cast the best spell for the situation. Well, if it was that, then you would hate the card because it would cast Blizzard every single time. The best spell is kind of subjective. Huh? I should kill that so that way it doesn't become a threat later. So this is just a perfect Marin turn. All right. Like, what would be the perfect spell here? Just kill the 4/3? Freezing Face? Giving yourself a secret? Like, the perfect card is situational. That's why Zephyrs gave you one of 3 options. Because the perfect card wasn't always obvious. Sometimes you would see, like, it would give you something else and you're like, oh, wait a minute, that actually is better. So it's better that Khadgar works the way that it does, but I just hate how stupid the AI behind this card is. A rogue running out of options? Yeah, man, he never got his Drilly. Oh. Well, the rogue matchup feeling quite favored for the mage. Mage favor. If I keep freezing this over and over again, I just gain armor. All right, yo, so Tic Tac, what about Mezzadune? Because everyone, I feel like this started with Mezzadune and to try and hit Sleet Skater to just cheese games with armor count. I'm assuming that's not what the deck does anymore. I'm thinking about Fizzle, but Fizzle is so unnecessary. I want to do it.
Let's think this through.
This is the part of the game where the rogue actually just doesn't win. Kill the 1/1 for extra BM. Wait, no. No! Why would you polymorph? It's still in the process of getting refined. The cards that I don't like at first glance. I mean, the Excavate package personally, but that's the whole point of the deck. Random is always good. It is always good because you didn't have it earlier. Worst case scenario, you still have bad cards in your hand. That's how you have to think about random. If everything else fails, Pyroblast to the face is the perfect card. If only Pyroblast was available. Sometimes a good old Fireball, though, can get the job done. Wait a minute, this isn't gas, gas, gas. This is an inferior gas, gas, gas. This is not initial D. This sounds almost identical. Is this actually initial D? Is it the same thing? I don't know. This isn't the song that I'm aware of, and I'm old, and everything is weird and confusing to me. Rogue with Maximize, who cares, man? He's gonna run out of cards eventually. Because look what I could do. You were worried? You're worried about what? Oh, God! Yes, the perfect card is Mirror Image. If this were to cast on the perfect card, this card would never get cast. This card would literally never get cast. Okay, he's got the Scorpion now. Damn it, he knows. I feel like Mage got scammed when it came to the Excavate treasure. Random Colossal can be. Oh yeah, Random Titan can be totally useless. It has ways of being useless at times. Yo, R2C290. Thank you for the 2 months, man. Welcome back to the Horde. Guys, don't forget to spam those emotes to all the new people here. We have the coolest emotes, the most fire emotes in all of Twitch, because they're quite literally on fire. But something else that you should know is we have free song requests available. So feel free to take advantage of that song request. If you got a song you want to listen to, go ahead and queue her up. When do we play Fizzle? We are gonna play Fizzle next turn. I want the Hawk and I want the Sleep Skater and the Fizzle. And having another Artificer is probably not a bad idea either. But we're just gonna gain so much armor that we're never gonna die. Through Fell in Flames, okay. Is there anything else that I really want in the Fizzle? More Excavates, maybe? OP. Another broken minion. This is never gonna see play. Unless I play it with Goblet. Not really a great one, but... Yeah, like when you get Titans like this, when you compare this to 4 random cards, I don't know. Is this the control Excavate Mage you featured in the last video? Yes, it is, Benjen. By the way, welcome to the stream, mate. Yes, this is the deck that we are playing on our video today. And I really don't know how good it is. That's why we're playing it, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna see how good it actually is. So there goes his Scorpion. Man, I would have loved a Scorpion. Scorpion would have been so good. Ty's hitting 109 armor with it. That has to win, right? Hitting 109 armor. I mean, he was using the Mezzadune though, right? To split this card up. I mean, eventually we're just gonna stick a board though. Like right here, we just stuck 15 or 16 damage. We have even more damage in hand. Even though the weapon's not that flashy, it's still really good. How to request? Exclamation mark SR is how you request songs. All right, well, first game was infinitely better than the 6 games I played of Even Shaman. Even Shaman was just a disaster. Worst thing someone can do against this deck is playing Zilliax with a double attack. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. You mean the best thing for us, right? The best thing for us, you mean? Oh my god, sanitize. Wait a minute. That clears my board and spares his. Oh, you diabolical bastard. Oh, that was really good. What? Wait. Oh my god. I want to keep that. Oh my god, I want to keep that. Dude, this is just gonna win the game next turn because I'm gonna Creation into Miner. And it's gonna deal 10 damage, I think. Is it 10 or 9? Does it count itself? Yeah, burning a card feels okay. I was gonna play the Golden Kobold and go for random legendaries. That was the point of this play. It's 11 damage because of audio? Well, no, it's off of cards in your hand, and I'm gonna play the Creation first, so it'd be 10. If it counts itself. Okay, it's 11. Okay, so it counts itself then. So it's lethal then if he doesn't have a higher HP minion. Or if he high rolls armor. Ah, okay. Or high rolled armor, it's fine. It's fine, dude. We're not losing this game. There's no possible way to lose. It is physically impossible. Kill it with fire? Oh, I'm gonna kill it with fire, all right. I don't know what this thing's battle cry is, but it's Pyroblast, if you didn't know. I might be hated for my song request. Oh, I can take a look. Highway to Hell. You don't mess with me. You're young sponge. Keep in mind, people can skip songs. Okay, can we rename this a Jack Attack Mage after this? For real, for real. Tic Tac, I'm disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in you. You think I don't already have the name of the deck like that? As soon as we started playing this deck, I changed it to Jack Attack Mage. So I'm already ahead of the curve. Okay, he's trying to scam with Velarok. I'd not be insulted if it got skipped. This is why we have the option to skip songs, because sometimes it's funny. There used to be this thing where like skipping songs was cheaper than requesting songs. So, oh, whoa, dude. Wait, that could work really well with Sonya, but Sonya's dead. But if I could find a Sonya. Huh? Okay, spicy. Mystery spell. Okay. I'm still surprised nobody skipped Halloween. Honestly, dude, because it was a good song. People didn't realize it was a long song until like 7 minutes into it because they were jamming to it. I think we always roll Titan here, right? Yeah, there's like just so many good Titans to roll. Such as a Sarg. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe I just sort of sucked everything away, but my logic is I could suck everything away next turn and then play the minor. So that's why I'm ordering it this way.
Oh hey,
okay.
I still got a sub notification 28 days.
Yo! Ulticod coming in with a 42 months! Welcome back to the Horde, my friend. 42 months, man. That's like almost 4 years, dude. Almost the Hello. Hello, perfect clear. Alright, well. Would custom Enforcer make cards from carry-on suitcase cost 2 more? I think so. Because technically the cards from your deck get put into the spell. Also, excuse you? Excuse you? No. Absolutely not. Alright, this game is over, dude. Dude, the Blast Mage from the Goblet was pretty freaking nice. What? No. No. No way. There ain't no way. No, bro, no. No, no, for the love of God, no. Not like this. Oh my dear God, not like this. I'm shaking. Is this what I get for not just sucking with the Sarg? Wait a minute! Golden Kobold! No. Oh wait, this doesn't transform the cards in my deck, does it? Oh, it doesn't transform the cards in my deck. Oh, it doesn't transform the cards in my deck. Oh my God, it doesn't transform the cards in my deck. Oh, good fucking Christ. I thought the golden monkey, I thought it was the golden monkey. I mean, I have some pretty good cards, all things considered. I could have rolled a Rafam. That is true. Okay, alive. Oh my God. Let Alakir live. If Alakir lives, this game is over. Alakir did not live. Alakir did not live. Could be worse. How does this get worse? How does this possibly get worse? Okay, good start. I just need another damage card. And there it is. Oh, that was too stressful. Dude, that was way too stressful. That was way too stressful, dude. At the very end, no. Never again with Boom Boss. Never again with Boom Boss, man. Ping you in. Yeah, I needed another damage card on top of the ping. So I can't follow you on TikTok or Google Plus or anything like that. All right, I think, okay, so the stats say that people keep this card. I don't want to keep this card. I still don't even know what cards I really want to keep in the mulligan. Against Warrior, I feel like I just want to keep excavation cards. Screw it, I'm keeping this hand. It looks terrible. It probably is terrible. But against Warrior, I just have no idea what my win condition is outside of maybe generating Titans. You don't have a Google Plus? No way, you are lying. Yeah, remember when Google tried to make a social media and then like, shit, I guess all we can do is buy social medias. That's all we're good at. All right, well, Reliquary is playable on turn 4. Should I play it on turn 4 is the question. Hope you're having fun with the mage. I hope that he's having fun with the mage too. Mage is fun, but it's fun because it's not good. I don't know. I feel like this is just what I'm supposed to do, is just spend mana. But this is also a control deck. Isn't this just an instant lose? Like, hold on, guys, like for real, what's my win condition against Warrior? How the hell do I win this game? What, Yogg-Saron, fill up my hand so that way I overdraw TNTs? It's genius. Also on BattleNet would be fine. Alright, then send me your BattleNet tag through Twitch DMs. So that way I can reference it for later and add you. Or actually, just toss it now. What am I talking about? I can just literally add you right now. Never mind. Just put it in chat. I mean, if you're fine with putting it in chat, go ahead. But if you want to DM it to me for security reasons, then feel free. And I can add you after the stream. Depends what you want to do. All right, tempo is tempo. We have decent amount of minions. The Reliquary gave us a decent board all by itself. All right, let's see if that went through. Worst case scenario, you can add me. But if I do this, I know a bunch of people are gonna add me right now. I'm not accepting any ads right now except for Blue KR. If you add me, you're not getting accepted. So feel free. If you want to get ignored, then go ahead and do it. Can't wait for Clark to all in one 8 in Cry Reno. Oh, I'm not gonna play a completely into Reno. What you talking about? I'm not gonna be that crazy. Okay, wait a minute. Fizzle. I just played so many of the Excavates. I'm kind of worried about Dirty Rat, but we should just do this, and then next turn we'll play the Fizzle. Okay. Time to rename? No, you will call this Jack Attack Mage. It's what it's called. In fact, I'll make a tweet about it. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't think anyone's like really made a tweet talking about this deck in particular. And I'm gonna give this deck and it's a whole tweet to itself. You will not. Ha! You got punished, bitch. What's good? What's good? What's up? What's up? I am scared about the Yogg though. How does the Yogg screw me the most? I want a mind control. I really do. But to avoid not getting fuckered by the Yogg, I'm doing it this way. Gimme. No! Okay. I can work with that. I can work with that. Damn. Wait, what if Yogg lives? I get another copy. Oh wait, that's right. Wait, has he excavated twice? Oh, he has. Okay, well. Reverb, hello? Reverb with Titan? Reverb Titan not looking so good now. Really isn't a good outcome. I want to draw a card. I want to pick this. Can you get the Mage Titan? Yeah, you can get the Mage Titan. It's any Titan. It's you can also hit Yogg, so it's not bound by class. If I remember correctly, there's 13 Titans, right? Or is it 12? Yeah, because it's one of each class and one neutral, so it's 12. Ha ha ha! Now it's mine. Exactly what I wanted, by the way. Dude, how do we win this game? You know what I need? I need Infinitize. That's how we actually win. Infinitize so that way we can always play around Boom Boss. I think we just figured out how to win. Now we just gotta get it. I don't even know what's good here. Okay. Alright, we got the Infinitize. So, once he plays the Boom Boss, we can now transition into pure value gamer. But for now, we're just in, like, aggression mode. I think that's how we have to play this. So we're just gonna spit our random shit at him and see what sticks. That just seems to be the only option we have. Until Boom Boss blows up the Infinitize. No, you missed the point. You missed the point. Wicked good. Because of the Infinitize, we can give ourselves 10 cards and we'll never draw a TNT. Like, that's what happens when he plays the TNT. At the same time, I guess we won't know until Boom Boss comes down. So I guess the first Boom Boss... I mean, if we do draw a TNT, it does have to miss, but, you know... Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed it does not come to that point. Okay, we'll take the free 10. Hit him in the face. At this point, what am I saving this for? But if I do this, I get 2 cards. I'm doing this for hand space more than anything. I really wanted to try and, like, get, like, a random card if possible. But then I would have lost the Infinitize, so I couldn't have gone for that. And if I would have gone for an Infinitize and I'd be at 10 cards, I'm not trying to mill anything right now. Dirty Rat is... Okay, shit. Dirty Rat is, probably gonna be the play here now. So I could try to take, like, the Boom Boss or something. Or should I wait until after Brand comes down? That might be a better idea for now. So I could just play the Firelands Portal. Wait, what? Oh my god. Imagine if Reno didn't limit board space. He's not gonna kill it, right? Hold on a minute. Yeah, if it sticks, it's actually freaking GG, dude. Can you imagine how over it's about to be? Well... And it doesn't even die. I need Yogg, but I already played Yogg. It's in the snapshot, isn't it? Oh, I didn't print screen the snapshot. We could get lucky. I just don't see another way of dealing with Unkills the Axe. Come on! Oh, yes! No Inventor Boom! No Inventor Boom! Oh, no Inventor Boom. Okay, okay, no Inventor Boom. This is fantastic. Okay. Yes! Yes! Feed me! Feed me, dude! Top deck creation. Top deck creation, game over. Top deck creation, game over right here, right now. Give. Now. Creation. God damn it, why? Okay, hold on. Random card, Primordial, like something from Primordial Glyph. There has to be a lethal here. There needs to be a lethal here, dude.
How curious.
Star power. It goes to 3. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the win condition, warrior. Thank you for the win condition. There we go. All right. Maybe I'm a believer now. Maybe I'm a believer now. Your opponents will just generate the win condition for you. That's how you win. Got it. Duly noted. All right. So how do we... Okay, so against Rogue, I hate to say it, but it's just probably just keep the cheap cards. Can keep the Miner, can keep the Glyph. Highlander playlist? No, don't you dare ruin my playlist for me. I swear to God. Suddenly I'm gonna randomly encounter a Reno. Like, there's a song called Reno. Wait a minute. Do I have a song called Reno? I do not. There is literally nothing that pops up for Reno. So I guess it's safe for now. All right, you know what? There's actually a song I want to listen to. We'll see if chat can guess what it is, but I won't tell you guys. One is the loneliest number. Nah, it's not that one. But it is another Highlander reference. I don't think I can add it on that principle now. You guys have ruined it. The other day was a Reno Jackson song. Yeah, but that was on Spotify, and it also didn't do the right thing. But yeah, Luck yesterday did SR Reno Jackson. And there's apparently a song by a man named Colin Jackson called Renovate. And that's what it'll queue up. And I personally think that's really funny. Okay, another turn 4 Reliquary. Dude, I hate to say it, but this sounds like a song I'd hear on the Sonic soundtrack. For some people, that'd be a massive compliment. For other people, that's a dirty insult. Tell me this is not something you'd hear in Sonic. Go on, tell me. This is definitely a Sonic song. I'm ruining tracks now. Welcome to the dark side. We have cookies. How do you become the Horde? By subscribing to twitch.tv/ClarkHellScream. That's how you do it. It's a very simple trick that most streamers don't want you to know. Okay, hold on a minute. Imagine the secret never proccing until Unkillziak sticks onto the field. That'd be super funny. Wait a minute, what did he play? Oh, he played the Worthless spell? Why did he coin first? Wait a minute, what? Sir, how do you not respect the secret there? How on God's green earth do you not respect the secret there, sir? That don't make no sense. Ooh, get my own drilly? I feel that's a bit much. Guess play the free card first, see what we get. Ooh, Mortal Coil? It's the same amount of mana as a hero power, so why not? I get to draw a card. Wee. All right. Sir, this is a Wendy's. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's one of my favorite memes to pull out whenever it's appropriate. And it actually reminds me of a clown situation that my brother and I got into when we were teenagers. Like, we wasn't like anything like crazy or fancy. Like, we were just going through a Wendy's drive-thru. We were talking about McDonald's. And my brother, on accident, when he was making the order, ended up saying, "I want 10 McNuggets." And the way that the dude ended up saying, "Bro, are you fucking serious?" was so goddamn funny. Where it's like he thought he was being pranked and he was just not about it whatsoever. But my brother immediately apologized, being like, "I swear to God, dude, that's not what my brain's fried." He didn't want the dude to think it was being disrespectful. Hello? Wait a minute, no, it's Summoning Ward. For the Unkillziak's turn. Chicken pussy book. What? Is this what Americans call a chicken sandwich? Call me crazy. Go on. I know, he's insane. Some people will think he's absolutely high on drugs, and he might be. He might be. In order to come up with some kind of stupid play like this, I don't know, but it seems genius to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a pro gamer. I could have also high rolled Collapse. But I'm like super fixated on making this Unkillziak's thing stick. It's honestly unnecessary at this point. Okay. Okay, secrets. It can't be a volume up. You love this song, Sleepless of the Week? Yeah, this is a good song, dude. This is a great drinking song. I'm really thinking about the volume up here, dude. I don't have to play it, but I get the card draw for free. I mean, I kind of can't say no to it. I have to worry about rats, so I'm just gonna play the Researcher. Counterspell Vein. Alright, so I'm probably gonna get overdrawn. No, denied. Wait, what? Okay, he's gonna have a very messy Tez. This Tez is gonna be very messy, dude. Used to blast this song, used to blast this and songs like it when I push carts for Costco. What are the odds of it being Freezing Trap? It's technically 20%. Do we flip that fucking coin? You know what I'm scared of too? I'm scared of this being Shadow Stepped and invalidating the Unkillsiacs, but it's still really hard for him to deal with it. I'm just gonna let it be. It may not be correct, but this is still really difficult for him to deal with. Secret's more likely to be the Freezing Trap. He doesn't Shadow Step the 4/3. I now have a Shadow Step. What is bro doing? So he's 50%. I would have never watched your stream again if you hit there, to be honest. See, dude, that's why I use my pro gaming brain. I kind of have to with this deck. And now I get another one. Would have been nice to have gotten another Unkillsiacs, though. Okay, we can lose an Artificer. So now we can test for Rat, and we can see if it's actually poison. And actually, if it is freezing, this is good here. Buy one, get one freeze is a bit too much. We'll just take the secret. Now we can see if it's Rat. It is Rat. Okay. Do we just Shadow Step the Skater? Maybe I'm not supposed to Shadow Step the big one, but I like the idea of just getting another 1-mana freeze. Like, yeah, I could just Shadow Step the 1-mana freeze. If audio doesn't get played, consequence follow. Yeah, I'm gonna play it next turn. In fact, I probably should have played it this turn now that I'm thinking about it. I had the mana to get away with it. Goodbye. I mean, at this point, like, all we have to do is just survive. I get why you guys are calling this Control Mage now. Because it's not, like, the way you win is by sometimes wearing out your opponent completely of resources. That is, by definition, a control deck. And especially against a deck like Rogue, like, the more random they have, the more upsetting, or the more, self-inflicting, I guess, the Tez is. Because if the Tez can't be bounced, then the Tez doesn't matter. So we have to play the audio amp. I want to play this. It's 5 mana. We can Dirty Rat to try and take away the Scorpion. Oh, dang it. I thought I got it. Dang it. I was confident. Failures not. Rewind. All right. Okay, hold on a minute, dude. We found fun decks again, dude. I love Hearthstone again. If I had to only play Rogue to enjoy Hearthstone, I was not going to enjoy this next month. Jack Attack Mage is making me enjoy the game again, guys. Someone redeemed a Hydrate earlier. I did not honor that. I am going to go grab Rotter right now. So you like control decks? Ergo, you like Reno decks? Well, that's quite the thing, my friend. Reno decks are not control decks. I mean, Reno Priest is kind of a control deck. There's no argument there. But Reno Warrior is a scam deck. It is not control. If anything, Warrior is closer to a cheese deck than anything else right now. It is a very cheesy deck. Control the scam. It does have control-like qualities. I will give you that. Wearing shoes inside. I don't like wearing shoes inside personally. But we've been doing it so long in America. Wait a minute, did he skip his turn? Wait, he skipped his turn. That means I win the game. Reverb. How do I end the game right here, right now? Guess I'll take the reverb. Well, I guess this is another way of winning the game. Our opponent just couldn't handle how many cards we were playing. Rat has hypothermia now. Good. I need the armor. As long as this rat is here, it is keeping us alive and keeping us. Oh wait, he came back. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? I am scared of Ziliax combos. But at the same time, he's filled up the board a lot right now. Can I order a track DJ Clark? Exclamation mark SR and you can get your own song request! What? How is that free? Wait, he played nature cards? When? When did he play nature cards? Oh, he already played Ziliax? Oh, I see. I mean, I mean, there's no way that this is gonna win the game, but holy crap, dude. I've got this into this. Or I gotta do this, actually. The rat finally awakens. Oh, we could go Khadgar instead. Actually, might be better, technically. Alright, here we go. Kill the rat. Good Khadgar. Good job. Good job. I said kill the rat. And he did it. He killed the rat. Can I really be upset at Khadgar now? He's literally rectified his sins. He's doing it, man. Yeah, take that damage. We might be able to generate a lethal here. We've got a 7-mana Titan, essentially. Okay, all right. I will admit, I put this in the song requests. I wanted this song really badly. I couldn't help it, man. It's Gloria Estefan. Do you blame me? Okay, more random. Great choice. Clark, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. This song is actually extremely fun to play on drums. This Marin is gonna be so hot. Dude, I don't even think Marin's gonna be part of this game. I'm just kind of hoping that Titan is just so good that it just ends it. I mean, for a guy who got his turn skipped, he's playing this game. What? Wait, if only I could reverb that. Oh, if only, dude. I was thinking the double snap, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking double snap. How unnecessary is it, though? I really wish things weren't burning. Okay, that's acceptable, too. if that would have hit me. Oh my god, dude. Imagine Khadgar just immediately throwing the game. Lethal next turn. I don't care how. No, I agree. There has to be a lethal here. There definitely has to be a lethal here, some kind. We'll find it. Look, we're gonna have to start throwing cards out, though. How can I generate a lethal? This is okay. None of this is surviving.
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
No! Dude, I have 10 more mana! I'm not done yet! No! Come on! Come on! Really? I didn't know if it was lethal.